Hi, Peter Charles here, Folk to Life Fly Fishing, and we're going to take a standard pattern today, the gold rib hare's ear being a classic, and we're going to modify it a little bit to make it a Euro nymph. And here it is on the vise. You can see I've added a fluorescent tail to it. Okay, let's get tying our fly here and looking at the materials. Our hook today is a Dohiku 302 in a size 14. We're going to use a tungsten bead in a 3/32 size. And it's kind of a black nickel color. We're going to use this Veevus 10-aught brown thread, dark brown. We're going to use this copper, fine copper wire for the rib. You could use gold too. I just happen to have the copper handy. We're going to use some hare's ear for the body, of course. And the wing case is going to be some pheasant tail. So let's get going. Now, I'm just going to put a dam of thread up against the back of that bead to help it stay in place. Then we'll work our thread back. Now we're going to take our hot chartreuse yarn, just cut a little piece off, tie it in with a pinch loop, a few turns, and trim it off. Now we need our wire. Make sure everything stays on top. If anything moves, if your tail moves. Now we can bring our thread to the back. And we'll start putting on the hare's ear. Okay, now for our rib. Our tail was shifted again, so take the moment to fix it. Now, if you have trouble spinning wire off, you can use hackle pliers and spin it with hackle pliers. That works really well. I'm just getting rid of some of that extra guard hair in the rabbit. We want some fuzziness, but not too much. Okay, I'm going to take my pheasant tail, grab 4 or 5 barbs, and just pull that down. Jam that right up against the body. Bring our thread back and put on our hare's ear for the thorax. Now, something I didn't mention earlier, but you had an option here with this fly, is to add a little bit of lead where we're going to put our thorax. And that would have been fine. You can certainly do that to add a little bit more weight to the fly. Now we fold our wing case over, pull up. And here's a little trick I've been using lately, is to come in very carefully with a razor blade and take the pheasant tail off. And what you see when you do that is you don't get a big lump of material sticking up as you would if you cut it off with scissors. And we'll just trim off the excess fuzziness here. There we go. Extra turns. Now we can come in here with our whip finisher. And again, I come in with the razor blade and take my thread off right at the right where it connects to the body. Now you can take, if you want, you can take a little bit of glue and run that over the wing case, and it'll help preserve the wing case, keep it robust, make it nice and shiny, and also it will preserve the thread as well, keep the thread from coming undone. But there's our little hare's ear. I see my tail keeps wanting to move. So I'll... And that is, believe it or not, quite an effective little pattern. I've known a bunch of guys locally who use variations on this particular theme and catch loads of fish with it. It works really well. So give it a try, the hot-tailed hare's ear. Cheers.